What's up, my people? How are they? The issues between Wizkid and Davido have taken a different turn. As Davido continue to show off or flaunt Chioma on social media. I mean, it's a birthday, so it's understandable you can share pictures and everything. I like to say this, Wizkid and Davido, their fights usually come with an ulterior motive. Is it that they've got something coming up? So I don't want to. How am I going to put this? I can't fall for things like that anymore. I think I've outgrown it, but it's just interesting and it's good for news. To always talk about these people. It's good to see these people fight because they've always been on each other's necks. That actually, draws people's attention towards them. Of course, people will definitely leave whatever they are doing to watch Wizkid and Davido argue and fight on social media. And Wizkid get bad mouth, Abi. Davido too, ain't get bad mouth because before fame they were trolls. So that's why it is easy for they troll other celebrities. Wizkid not really, but Davido was a full-time troll at some point. Anyways, so Davido has been sharing Chioma's videos and pictures, but there's a particular video that stuck out, and that's the video of him rocking Chioma. In fact, this came with mixed reactions. Some people were like, Chioma is so classy for this. Why would Davido share something like this? And Chioma is just forcing herself to grind on Davido. It shows that that's not a lifestyle and stuff. Naturally, ladies or even guys would like to please their women, especially when they truly love the person. Now, considering the stories about these people, scandals, out there about Davido, this is a big deal for those that have been following them for a while, especially Chioma, that some people even see as a saint. Right now, for me, this video, I don't know what to say about it. I think it's not necessary to share videos like this. Sharing a video like this, I think it's someone seeking social media validation that I love my wife. I don't care what you guys say and stuff. And it could be number two. I mean, it's a birthday, so they can share what they like. After a birthday, I don't think they will share this. But is this video okay to share? The fact that it's Chioma, the wife, some people will say it's okay. But come on, at this point, based on the scandals that I've seen, the reports and everything, it's obvious that this guy is basically trying to convince people that he really loves his wife, and they do this together, they grind, they do everything together to mask whatever is out there. That's just what I think is making efforts to ensure he plants that in our head. Now, I might be wrong. Now, guys, let's talk about Eni. So this guy Eni is one socialite that I call the people's person. A lot of people actually like Eni, but since the video of his lookalike having sex with another man on social media surfaced, people started talking crazy about him. Negative comments about Enioluwa. Enioluwa is that guy that I would say before now never really have negative comments. Most of his fans love him. But now, some of them, just because they suspect that he's gay, they started drifting away and started saying bad things about him. And even after the video, he came out to debunk it. And obviously, the person himself in that video that looks like him also said that they should, free Enioluwa, that he's the one in the video, is a gay porn star, blah, blah, blah. But still, people said that this guy actually paid that guy in America to debunk it. They keep saying that the person in that video is Eni. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that video. We're here to talk about another thing. I think Enioluwa likes to be dragged. Probably he's not gotten used to it because he's like the good guy, used to be the good guy on social media until recently. So probably it was new to him and he took it so personal. Just like now, he reacted to a video of a transgender being beaten on social media, reacted to it, trying to defend the person. I mean, Enioluwa, You've been called out before. These guys out here said crazy things about you. A video of, a guy that looks like you surfaced on social media. This guy in that video was having sex with another man, not even another girl, right? You came out to debunk it, even though they're still contemplating about that video. You are here still supporting a transgender or a gay person. What do you expect people to do? Now, old ones. It just opened the Pandora's box and people started talking about Eni again. And I don't think he really likes this. But I always say this, if they allow us as human beings to live how we want, things will go wrong. Because once you open that door, right, a lot of things will come out of it. Once you leave it open, a lot of things, because naturally as human beings, we always want to try out everything, anything. So Nigeria have a law that is against it. Now, beating somebody, yes, Enioluwa might have a point, but because you already have a pending scandal, I'm still there. You coming out to defend this person is a problem. But yeah, truly, you shouldn't beat the person. Let the person face the law, right? Okay, it's against the law, or you shouldn't be doing this. Take the person. But why would these people still risk their life in a country or a community that something like that is against, its religion, its culture, and even its law? Why would you risk your life? That's another thing. So I don't know. People would definitely take laws in their hands. Even though you are in a developed world, people still harm these people. So why would you still want to, act like gay? Look at what is happening to Wizkid. Do you think it is because, of the Naira mutilation? No, because it's in a country that's frowned against things like that. Like I said, you open that door, a lot of things will come in. Just like it's happening in America, where they are now introducing certain things in schools. Okay, they've allowed you people to be yourself as gays, right? And now they are fighting for more things. You see straight kids having access to books on, how you could become a man, or certain things that you could wear. A girl, child, being given a book that it is okay to dress like a man. It is okay for a man to dress like a lady. Now you will give way for these people to take over and mess up people's mind. And take note, some of these things, some of these people, I'm not saying that, some people are not, because they said, gay come naturally. But these days, it's like some people even do it to make money. You see some people doing prostitution. A guy, trying to dress like a girl to make money on the street, though, as a prostitute, to make money. Some of them get beat up. They still do it anyways. They say, it's just to make money. Even James Brown came out multiple times to tell us that, I'm not, it might be, I don't know, but he has said it before that, I'm a man, but to make money, I have to dress like a female. I remember talking about welcoming this type of comedy, a comedian dressing like a male comedian dressing like a female to entertain us, and we'll laugh about it. And I know some people, in the comments were like, yeah, but it's comedy. Don't you know that there's usually a way, to get you hooked before? Or what they can do is, these people can even finance that thing, even though they do it behind closed doors. They come out as a how am I going to put this? They come out as a comedian to dress like that. They could hide under anything. So it could be them pushing that kind of comedy, and you wouldn't know. You'll be like, oh, it's comedy. As long as you're welcoming anything that is linked to that, then don't really blame when you see people dress as females. Why are you against it? If you are against it, be against it in its totality. So that's what I was trying to say. I don't appreciate a man dressing like a female to entertain me. No, I can see beards, I can see everything. I'm not going to find it funny, because I think comedy should be comedy. If you want to entertain me as a man, entertain me as a man. If you want to entertain me as a lady, entertain me as a lady. I'm not saying they're not. We don't have people out there who just want to do it, but again, anybody could hide under anything. So let's not welcome this and frown against this. So that's what I was trying to explain in one of my videos. Anyways, I'm not against anybody's lifestyle beating the other person. You can, since it's against the law, you can, report to the police, and if the police say they don't have proof, let him go. It is the police. You shouldn't take laws into your hands. But remember, as long as it's still within the land, these people are risking their lives, except they go to a society where something like that is welcome. But anyways, Eni defended himself, saying that you can decide to misconstrue what I have said, but regardless of our personal beliefs or preferences, justice should never be selective. Once it is, then it simply does not exist. Nigerians will not listen to you. As long as you continue to defend yourself, they will continue to say whatever they want to say concerning your first post. And he's even making it worse as he continues to defend himself. He said, we cannot resort to violence or harm against others simply because we disagree with their choices or lifestyles. Just as we would report illegal activities to the authorities, we must uphold the principle of due process and refrain from taking justice into our own hands. It's actually making sense. So, Enioluwa always makes sense. I've said it before. He's one of the most brilliant guys on social media, and I respect him a lot for that. I respect him, and I like him as well. I like the way he carries himself. His name is Enioluwa. I keep saying Enioluwa. Enioluwa. So moving on to the next one, guys. Here it says EFCC Cubana Chiefpriest to settle out of courts. The question is, do security operatives in Nigeria allow this to settle out of court? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. So the first thing they do is they negotiate, and after negotiation, they reach an agreement. It will be reviewed by legal counsel to be sure that, okay, you're ready to go. They do the signing, implementation of everything, and dismissal of the legal proceedings. Everything is a gradual process. They follow up, maintain communication and stuff like that, but it is rare. It is really not common in Nigeria, but it's possible, so it's settling out of court. And I would like to know the details of this. I really like to know the details. This shows that Cubana Chiefpriest is, the guy, if you are big, you are big. And again, I think we should just stop comparing this with Bobrisky. Yeah, Bobrisky is not smart enough to handle the case, but again, there's more to Bobrisky's case. Bobrisky is a marked person. Bobrisky, if he was smart enough, he would have escaped that. If he was smart enough, gotten a lawyer, a sound lawyer, he would have escaped that. Still about the EFCC. So this EFCC boss narrates his experience with a 17-year-old Yahoo guy, and he explained how brilliant this guy is. I'm happy that somebody like this is the one leading EFCC currently, because the man seemed to me like somebody that thinks outside of the box to solve problems, and people like this can actually solve problems if they get help. Except, the government tie their hands just because of politics.
I brought in my Lagos of a 17-year-old boy. I was sharing also with them, who is studying history, 200 level. He's not doing anything science. The guy sat in my office in Lagos and demonstrated some things to me on my laptop. He asked for my account, my number. He knows my number. I gave him my number. Through my number, I got my BVN. He said, "Okay, he now mentioned the name of my account number to me at the bank." I didn't tell him anything. Yes. 17-year-old boy, 200 level student, studying history and anthropology. Now, that's not even the issue. The problem is, I see crime in that. I also see opportunities in it. So if you leave these guys, if we don't make them know that this thing they are doing is wrong, if you leave them, they will continue to see that thing as a culture, as a way of life to make money. If I don't investigate them, if I don't prosecute them, now what we do, on our own, we plead for light sentences for them. Because it's also going to be wrong for us to close our eyes. We plead for life sentences. Why? So that we can reorientate them. And that's part of the things we're doing. What joy will I derive in sending a 19-year-old boy to jail? You have destroyed his future, you have destroyed his career. Sometimes, most time they give them options of fine and all of that are conviction.
All right, guys, the next one here. Mohbad's wife, Wunmi, according to reports, or let me put it this way, allegedly undergoes 2 DNA test. Said secretly undergoes 2 DNA test. So what they are telling us is that she did not follow the due process to do this. She went secretly to do it, to be sure that the child belongs to Mohbad before she come forward using due process. You know, now that the court has finally instructed her to do it, she can still, like I said, appeal, you know, this and say, no, you guys, I'm not doing this. But at the end of the day, it will still be within the law. Yeah, but why wouldn't she want to do it? Like I said, yeah, so that's what they're trying to say, basically, that she's really not sure of the father of the child, and that's why she's had to go and do it secretly. Now, this is an allegation that is yet to reply to. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That's where I'm going to hold it. Like, subscribe, until we see you next time. Peace.
So we bring them back, we lecture them, we talk to them. This particular boy, when he was done, I said, look, Oga, I can make 10 million now. He said, I will demonstrate to you. I will move money from your account to my account now. I said, no, don't that in my office. Don't let them trace that to this place. Don't. And he was actually ready to do it. In fact, when he opened the system and he was like, I didn't give him the key to my laptop. And he had access. He forgot that he was even in my office. He forgot I was around him. He was just, you know, he got lost in that art. And I said, okay, now, why do you do this? Why? You know what he told me? He says both parents are farmers. They couldn't go to farm because of insecurity. He has 2 younger ones, one in GS2 and one in SS2. He's the one feeding his parents. He's the one responsible for the payment of the tuition of his younger ones. So what do we do? In as much as I want to do my job, like I said, I saw a big gate in that guy. I said, okay, from today, if you are able to get out of this, we will do our work. And whatever happens, I will certainly take up the responsibility of your schooling. Told my family, we are going to do that. I spoke to one of my friends who is also ready to help to take up the schooling of the SSS2 guy. So I'm still looking for someone who will take up the one for the GS2. Maybe Sakuna will help me do that. You know. So these are the challenges we are facing. So for people to just sit down out there and begin to condemn EFCC, they don't even have an iota of what we're doing. You don't even understand the enormity